Today, we're gonna talk about how to make your Etsy listings look like they belong in Anthropologie instead of Facebook Marketplace. Because the reality is, the second your listing shows up in search results on Etsy, it gets judged. Not by your product description, not by your SEO, but by your thumbnail photo. And if it looks like something off of Facebook Marketplace, that click is going to another shop. But if it looks clean and modern and styled and high end, you just earned yourself a click. So today, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get those Anthropologie style photos from your home using nothing but your phone, natural light, and a few cheap props. And this is going to be your step-by-step walkthrough to transform your Etsy listings and build a brand that looks premium, professional, and elevated. And let's get one thing straight. Your product photo, it's your ad. You can have the best product in the world, but if your thumbnail looks cluttered or dark or dated or like it's in a garage sale, no one will ever see it. And I want you to think about Anthropologie because everything they shoot looks styled and clean and intentional, whether it's how they display their pillows in a photo or how they display their silverware. And just because a hand lotion was handmade in someone's home, people don't want to be thinking it was made in some dirty kitchen next to dishes in the sink. We want to show that our stuff that we ship comes from a very clean, professional environment. So let's start with the first step. We're going to collect our materials. We're going to lay these out on a table. What you're going to need are number one, your phone. I would say at least iPhone 8 or newer, could be Android Pixel, Samsung Galaxy quality or better. Then you'll need a window with natural indirect light. This could be north or east facing, but any window that has light coming in. I would avoid direct sunlight. And if you need to, you can use a sheer curtain or wait for more diffused light. Then I recommend getting a white foam board or poster board. You can get these from the dollar store or craft store, and then vinyl or fabric photo backdrops from Amazon, Etsy, or you can DIY these. You can also get these from Hobby Lobby, Home Depot, Walmart. And then you'll need a clean surface like wood, tile, maybe a neutral table or a floor. And then some things that would be nice to have would be a ring light if you are doing late day shoots or just to fill in some light. It's not necessary at all, but it can help if you can't shoot during the daytime. And then small props. So I'm talking about like a ceramic tray, a coaster, a cement block, tile, maybe a very neutral mug or plate or platter, maybe a very simple sprig of greenery, not silver dollar eucalyptus or bright green fake eucalyptus. I would recommend only using one or two props that really match your brand vibe. A nice to have thing would be a tripod or phone stand if you want to do overhead shots. Otherwise, you can always stand on a chair yourself. And then let's talk about the apps to download. Lightroom Mobile is free, and this is great for professional quality photo editing. Snapseed is good for quick brightening and sharpening. Canva, of course, is great for making mockups, doing your overlays, and really making your thumbnails. And the total cost for all of this is less than $30. And this is if you're just starting out and getting the basics. And really, this setup can take you to multi-six figures on Etsy. You do not need beyond this. For me, with my setup, I actually just used my phone. I used natural light, and I always shot during two specific hours of the day on a plain white dresser. And I did $1.7 million with a phone, a window, and a dresser to set the product on. So here is where you can get the Anthropologie look for your backgrounds. Number one is peel and stick tiles. You can go to Home Depot to find these, Lowe's, or Amazon. Now, in the past, that white marble look was all the rage. Instead, I'd go for more of a concrete or travertine or stone option. I would not recommend orangey or red woods, anything that looks very distressed, like distressed shiplap. Instead, if you're going to do anything kind of wood toned, go with that kind of white oak look. What you can do with these is peel and stick them right to foam boards for very easy setup and storage. And the price is like 10 to 15 bucks for a whole setup. Now, the second thing you could be doing for backgrounds is linen or muslin fabric. And this could be just simply getting 1 to 2 yards of a beige or ivory or like a clay colored or olive colored fabric. You could lay it flat or maybe drape it over boxes to create some levels and heights and kind of some soft folds. And this will add more warmth and texture to your backgrounds. The next thing you could do is poster board or foam core. You could do classic white, but that's going to give you more of an Amazon style photo. Instead, I recommend using a tan, maybe a soft black or a blush for some more contrast. And I would keep a few color options handy and then rotate through. And then we're going to start shooting. And I would definitely recommend using portrait mode on your phone phone to get that kind of depth and dimension. And if you're like, how do I get the thing to focus on my product? Just tap on the product on your phone. You can also slide the finger up and down to adjust brightness. I would shoot at eye level as well as 45 degrees as well as top down. And that's how you will get different angles and looks. And I would include both wide shots and tight shots and at least one lifestyle image. I recommend taking 20 to 50 photos per product so that you'll have enough options for cropping and Pinterest as well. Then we're going to be doing some editing in Lightroom. And editing is going to polish your photos, make your shop look very professional. Now with exposure, I would go 0.3 to 0.6. You don't want your whites completely blown out. And then contrast, I would go up 5 to up 10. And then highlights, I might do -10 to -20. And this will recover some of the details in the photo. And then shadows, I would increase by 5 to 15. And then whites, I would increase 10 to +20. And that will add a little bit of a pop. Clarity, you could do +5, but I would not overdo this. Now make sure to save this as a preset if you want all of your photos to match. And remember, consistency across the quality of your photos, notice I say quality, not the exact same background per photo, will increase trust. And when you increase trust, it will increase your sales. Now, if you're selling digital products or print-on-demand products, you'll need mockups, but you can definitely skip the overused mockups and DIY your own real mockups. And to do this, you could buy or borrow a frame for the wall or a blank mug or a blank t-shirt, and you could photograph this using your photo setup. Then you can upload this to Canva. You can add your art or text. It will look more authentic if you do multiply or overlay blending, and that will build more trust and it will perform better. And another little tip is to add some shadows under the design to make it feel more natural. Now let's talk about the 3 biggest objections that Etsy sellers have in doing this. Number 1, they say, I don't have the right space, the right setup. Well, all you need is a table or a floor near a window. Even a $10 folding table works. The second objection I hear is, well, I don't have time to do this for every listing. Okay, here's the solution. Batch it. Just choose 1 day per week, style and shoot 5 to 10 products in one session, edit the pictures in the evening while you're watching TV. The third thing I hear is, well, I'm not good at design or photography. Okay, go on Pinterest, search anthropology product photography, and you can recreate that mood. Every rep you put in, you'll get 1% better every time. So if you're trying to get to 100%, you've got to put in those early reps. And if the alternative is not trying at all, then you'll never have the opportunity to get good at this. And remember, you don't have to invent the perfect, unique setup. Just look at what works and recreate that mood and do your own remix. So for putting this into action, I love a good challenge. Choose one product you want to upgrade, pick your backdrop in a window with good light, take 20 to 40 photos, including some lifestyle and detail shots up close, edit these in Lightroom Mobile using those settings that I gave you, and then replace your old Etsy photos. And then we're going to look at the data. Track your click-through rate and conversion rate for the next 7 days. If your click-through rate goes up even 1%, that could mean dozens or hundreds more views. And remember, if you want your Etsy shop to stand out, you have to look like you belong in the high-end section and no more Facebook Marketplace vibes. And once your photos are upgraded, the next step is your product mix strategy. And I would love for you to click here to watch this video on finding international trends before they hit the US market. This is the perfect move to implement going into 2026. And of course, if you like the video, please subscribe. I'd love to have you come back for the next one.